Welcome in, everybody, to our pregame interview. We got an Illinois high school non-conference hockey matchup between the Benet Red Wings and the OPRF Huskies. Standing next to me is Benet assistant coach Michael Frasco. So, Coach, first off, Happy New Year. Great to see you. And you guys have not played since that last matchup here against Fenwick before Christmas. What are the challenges associated with kind of coming off a hiatus of that long?
Well, the worries are essentially not working too hard and coming off from eating some good meals and relaxing a little too much. So we're hoping that they just come out staying focused and wanting to win.
Yeah, and talking about the new year, you talk about the hiatus and just continuing this hot streak you guys have been on. Of course, undefeated in the CCHL, a great run regardless. How do you keep the mentality focused and just laser sharp on winning in the locker room?
Just understanding the simple things that come to the game. Simple hockey, smart plays, smart decisions, and just working your butt off. You know, not doing anything too fancy, not trying to be an all-star, but working as a team to come out with the outcome that we want.
A lot of good players in this team, and you brought up All-Star yourself. 4 All-Stars selected to the CCHL All-Star hockey team. I think 1 or 2 is impressive enough, but 4, what does that mean for you as a coach to this organization and how impressive all these players are?
I mean, it's incredible. I think almost all of them could be an All-Star in their own fashion, but to be able to say that we had 4 that were in the All-Star game is a huge honor, and it's great to be a part of an organization that's able to produce players that are capable of being in the All-Star status. It's pretty remarkable.
And finally, looking ahead to today's opponent, the OPRF Huskies. About a year ago today, you played them here. It was a close game. Came out with a 5-4 win. Kind of the same mindset going in. What's the game plan today against a non-conference opponent like OPRF?
Well, again, just trying to keep it simple. Play our game, play smart, do the smart things, the right choices, and not trying to do anything too fancy, and put that puck in the net, come out with a W.
Sounds like a plan, Coach Frasco. Thanks for talking to us. Stay tuned. We got a pregame preview coming up right after this.
Alex Dentice, Jr., winger, class of 2026.
Alex Karras, Jr., defenseman, class of 2026.
Ava Christensen, Senior, goalie, class of 2025.
Ben Ciesla, Senior, goalie, class of 2025.
Cade Rosenthal, Senior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Carson Stone, Jr., winger, class of 2026.
Danny Quinlan, Senior, winger, class of 2025.
Davin Frasco, Senior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Evan Petratos, Senior, winger, class of 2025.
Hudson Hollweck, Senior, center, class of 2025.
Hudson Schlie, Senior, center, class of 2025.
Jimmy Cannon, Senior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Joe Eide, Junior, center, class of 2026.
Joel Koehn, sophomore, goalie, class of 2027.
Luca DiCosola, Senior, center, class of 2025. Luca Alpeter, Junior, winger, class of 2026.
Michael O'Rourke, Senior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Nico sophomore, defense, class of 2027.
Nikolas Hensel, Junior, winger, class of 2026.
Owen Ryle, freshman, winger, class of 2028.
Tommy Dusek, senior, winger, class of 2025.
Tommy Rogowski, sophomore, defense, class of 2027.
Vinny Poro, senior, winger, class of 2025.
Coach Andrew Schlie, 15th season at Benet, 1990 St. Rita graduate.
Coach Drew Tierney, Benet 2003 grad, 17th year coaching for Benet Academy.
Michael Frasco, this is my rookie year coaching, and I am a former alum under Andrew Schlie at AWF Renegades.
Ross McKay, goalie coach with the Benet Red Wings for over 10 years.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
for the first goal.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
We have a very special presentation of Benet Academy Hockey today. They'll be taking on the Oak Park River Forest Huskies. And my name is Andy Diedrich, and I'll be taking you through the whole thing. So thank you for joining us. We're once again at ice-cold Seven Bridges Ice Arena, which definitely feels like 7 below right now. Pun was intended there. Either way, thank you for joining us. This is Benet's first game in over a couple weeks before Christmas. They're back at home in front of their home fans. It's sure to be a great one. So we'll go ahead and break it down for you, starting with the visiting OPRF Huskies. This is a team that's had some up and downs this year. They have a 16-18 overall record, but they are 12-7 in their division. They play in the Illinois West League. 12-7, middle of the road there, but this is a team that's tough and is hungry to make a statement here against the top CCHL team in Benet. Their last game was a 5-1 loss against the DuPage Stars, but they come into this one with a lot of weapons that are ready to attack. Most notably, Joseph Koehn. In his 19 games of league action, he has 20 points, 9 of those being goals, and 11 assists. Some other names to watch on offense includes forward Sebastian Robinson, Jackson Schott, and Griffin Wesley. So those guys are definitely going to have their sticks talking early and often. Backing the group is Henry Gilman, their netminder. He's coming in with a 93% save percentage in those 19 games of league action. So OPRF has been to this rink before. They are a team that's well known to not only just Benet, but a lot of the teams in the region. Keep in mind, Oak Park's about a 30-minute drive away from here. So the Huskies are a team that's known, and they're still a force to be reckoned with if you're not careful on the correct day. Now we spin it over to the Streaking, the home team. You already know all about them, and let's keep talking about them. The Benet Academy Red Wings are probably one of the hottest teams, not just in the city of Chicago, but the state of Illinois. Coming into this one with a 28-9-2 record. They are undefeated in the CCHL still, 14-0. It's not much you cannot say about this team, but we'll start with the 4 All-Stars that were just named and played in the CCHL All-Star game on January 2nd. That is forwards Hudson Schlie, Luca DiCosola, defenseman Jimmy Cannon, and the man in the net of Ben Ciesla. Those 4, amongst many other contributors for this team, have really led the way for Benet this year, and they still sit undefeated in the CCHL. Again, what more can you say? So, with all that being said, this is sure to be a great matchup. We look back about a year ago to the day was the last time these two teams faced off. It was here at Seven Bridges Ice Arena, and the Red Wings came out with a 5-4 victory. I talked to Coach Michael Frasco before the game, and he said, you know, it's kind of the same game plan. They're going to go game in and game out no matter who their opponent is. They've seen this opponent before. It might be a non-conference game, but it's certainly a game that they want to take home a W in and just add to their record going forward. So, that being said, that concludes our pregame show. So stay tuned here. We're going to have the puck drop at center ice in just a few minutes.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
I knew the minute I walked in the door I wanted to be a Red Wing. I could just feel it.
This ministry. There's something for everyone.
And you don't have to choose just one. Coaches and teachers are great about working with you if you want to do multiple things.
I will always be a Red Wing.
from Seven Bridges Ice Arena in Woodridge, Illinois, it's Benet Red Wings hockey versus Oprf River Forest. Livestream brought to you by Recruitlings. Here we go! And now, your Benet Red Wings starting lineup. Carson Stone, left winger. Nikolas Hensel, right winger. Hudson Schlie, center. Alex Karras, left defenseman. Jimmy Cannon, right defenseman. Ben Ciesla, goalie.
Come one, come all, the Seven Bridges Ice Arena in beautiful Lisle, Illinois. The venue will play host to a non-conference matchup between the visiting Oak Park River Forest Huskies and the home Benet Academy Red Wings. You just met the starters for the Red Wings, that being the line of Stone, Schlie, Hensel, Karras, and Cannon, with Ben Ciesla playing goalie. The starters for the Huskies are slated to be at center, Jackson Schatz. Left wing will be Griffin Wesley. Sebastian Robinson will bring up the right wing. Your two defensemen, Jack Panicelli and Cam Barnes. In the net for the Huskies will be Henry Gilman. Gilman and the Huskies coming into this one, their most recent league game was a loss to the DuPage Stars 5-1, but they did just have a 5-0 victory before that to Kankakee. One of the things to watch out for today, both Gilman of the Huskies and Ciesla of the Red Wings, both been phenomenal all year. Coming into this one with 93% save percentages. They've seen a lot of shots this year and have blocked a lot of those. Most recent time we saw these two teams face off was almost a year to the day. The Huskies came to town to Seven Bridges Ice Arena to take on last year's Benet team, and it was Benet that swung latest and came out victorious. A 5-4 absolute barn burner that Benet surely remembers fondly and OPRF hopes to avenge. Regardless of what comes out of this one, it's sure to be a great game of hockey on this Saturday afternoon. It's been a long time since these fans could see their home team and the Red Wings play at Seven Bridges. The last time we were here was December 21st. A 3-2 win over Providence Catholic in that CCHL matchup, which came down to the third period, the final goal that put it away from Carson Stone. Certainly be calling his name and many other the Red Wings skaters today. As we're moments away from face-off, it is the Benet Red Wings in their black uniforms with the red and white trim. Opposite them, the Huskies. White is their primary color, some orange and blue trim on there. And it's time to drop the puck at center ice. Here we go, folks. Thanks for joining us on Recruitlings for this non-conference Illinois matchup. Controlled by the Huskies. Panicelli, the first goal. Is first to it. He meets some heat from a skater of OPRF. Skating from the slot, shot goes high of the net. Ciesla, good job impacting that one. Kind of bounced around right in the crease in front of Ciesla. And it's Benet that is going to get it out of the zone, see what they can do with it. So many different names to watch for Benet, but especially in this first line, we're going to talk about the two All-Stars that make up two of the five skaters on the ice for Benet right now. It's Hudson Schlie, number 8. He is the reigning CCHL MVP. He leads the league with 28 points, 11 of those being goals, 17 assists, has such a wide margin of a lead. You would imagine he's on his way to winning his second consecutive Most Valuable Player award. The other All-Star that is in this first line for Benet is Jimmy Cannon. Cannon's an apt name for him. He's been an absolute rocket on the defensive side of the puck for the Red Wings. Big hit at center ice. Benet will still control it. They have a couple different guys out there from that first line. Wrap around, Barnes of OPRF. Can't quite get it out. Wrestling behind the boards is Barnes again and Luca DiCosola, another one of those all-stars. And our first stoppage of play comes on an icing. At some point, we probably will see all four of Benet's all-stars on the ice at once, which I said this in the pregame interview when we talked to assistant coach Michael Frasco, but having 1 or 2 All-Stars is special enough for teams at this level, especially in the CCHL. But having 4 All-Stars and many speaks to the volumes that Bennett's been able to not only win games, but dominate their opponents all season long. And as the new year comes around, much of the same looks to be the case. Their first test, though, will be this tried and true Huskies team, who right now has the puck in their zone, looking to begin the game on their note. Bennett steals it back away, though, looking up ahead. That was Quinlan with it. There's still a stick in the middle of Bennett's slot. Not quite sure whose that is. We play on, however. Puck goes up in the air. Hollweck was right there. Boards. Pontillo does get it out. Bennett's got it back. Got to stay on side before they do anything with it, and they do. Nico DiCosola, left side. Falling down. That was Rogowski. He gets to his feet, and he's going to have some action here with Lisnik. Saucer pass across to center ice. Bennett so quick on getting back there. That's number 10, Jimmy Cannon, the All-Star. Shot. Ciesla's there to block it. Cannon was providing some pressure of his own. Quinlan the other way, just kind of flicks it towards the goalie. I think that was a smart job by Gilman with his experience. Chose not to freeze it and get it out to one of his teammates, but his teammates are having a difficult time getting it out of the zone. How good Benet is. They keep it in shot right to Gilman. He saves it. Going to cover that one up. It was a quick flick off of Vinny Poro's stick. Gilman, though, with that 93% save percentage, allowing under 2 goals a game in his 16 league starts in the Illinois West Hockey League. Face off right in front of Gilman. Will keep on it. They do keep it in the zone. Deflected by Gilman. That shot was off of the stick of Frasco. Bennett can't quite keep it in the zone. Leaks out. Leshnak had it for a second there for OPRF. And they do dish it out. Leshnak again getting his stick on it. Up ahead, 1-on-2 opportunity for OPRF. Spinning. Unable to do anything with the puck. Great defense there from the Red Wings. A little over 3.5 minutes gone. No real big opportunities for either team so far. It's a much different start from what we saw at the game last year. Bennett had a goal probably a minute and a half into that one. We saw 9 combined goals from the teams, with Bennett coming home with the W. It's real early in this one, still scoreless, but Bennett is still controlling the time attack. Backhand from Schlie goes right to Gilman, sticks it. Racing to it, 29, Carson Stone. Called his name out this year, probably called a lot today. Shot towards the net, goes left. Rogowski shooting more than he normally does. Ready when his number's called. And number 65, Nolan Smith. One of OPRF's forwards gets it the other way. They stay on side. Here they go, right side. Rogowski gets back really well, and he tries to dish it around to a teammate, and here goes the Bennett offensive attack once again. Right side of the net. We'll wrap it around. Number 28, there's Nikolas Hensel. Center, shot, DiCosola, blocked. Getting in the way was Nolan Smith. OPRF going to get a different man on the ice. Every time they've had some sort of breakaway opportunity, it's the Bennett Red Wings that are right there to stymie any sort of effort. Schlie and Stone weren't sure who had that one. Now it is Schlie. Up ahead, there's Stone. Stone in 13 games in the CCHL, 8 goals, 5 assists. Dropped it off down there for a quick line change. Pontillo up ahead. Was originally gotten to by DiCosola, but OPRF controls it and sends it right to the net. They get a couple new skaters on the ice, but here comes Bennett. It is Luca DiCosola, left side. With him, 13, Tommy Dusek. Tries to get it to him. Holds on to it. Coming backside, Vinny Poro, shot! Left of the net. Not sure if Poro just was off the mark on that one or Gilman deflected that, but it looked like the net might have came off. We play on, however. Panicelli's trying to play keep away. Luca DiCosola once again got a shot off and a rebound. That second time, though, slowed down that shot because of the OPRF defense. They've done a great job containing this Bennett attack so far. The real question is, can they hang with the athletic skaters of Bennett for all of these 51 minutes? No icing. Poro races to it. Barnes was able to get it out of there quickly for OPRF. Bennett's going to have to get back on side if they want to do anything, so it's just dumped down into the zone. That was Nico DiCosola, brother of Luca. And it looks like that was an offside call. Puck was dumped down in there, but a little too eager on it. Let's see, who was that? Actually, do not have a number 9 on my roster in front of me, so that was number 9 for Benet in there. We will check who that is and give him proper acknowledgement. OPRF has this at center ice. They're going to dump it in. Nico DiCosola's first to get to it before the Husky skaters can. Chance right side of the crease. Ciesla holding firm as he's done all year. Left side of the net. It's Benet in possession. Up ahead, can Quinlan get to it? And he's stymied by a couple Husky skaters. 10:17 to go in the first period. Still no score here at Seven Bridges Ice Arena. These two teams definitely know each other well, not separated by too far of a distance geographically. A lot of these families, these players, coaches probably know each other well. Maybe run into each other at the grocery store, whatever it happens to be. Both these teams are aware of the type of team that is across from them. Absorbing a big hit on the boards there. Evan Petratos of Benet. He gets in and immediately takes one off the boards. Sticks with it, though. And he once again, him and Francic of OPRF took big hits from each other. Getting back there on defense, stopped the breakaway opportunity was Benet. But here goes OPRF, right side of the goal. Someone in the slot. Puck goes right to Ciesla. Wraps all the way back around. Past the blue line. OPRF's going to have to get back on this. Good time for Benet to get a line change, but a saucer pass down the ice is not able to be cleanly grabbed by Leshnok, which will lead to an icing call with 9:05 to go in the first period. Once again, want to thank everybody for joining us on this Saturday afternoon. We're able to do these broadcasts because of the loyal fans of Benet Academy Hockey, like you, who are tuning in and day out. So we appreciate you tuning in and putting up with me. We get a whistle, stop, 9 minutes to go in the first. And we might be doing another face-off once again. Benet's so good on the face-off, most notably their leader and captain in Hudson Schlie, who will take this one for them. Across from him winning that was Owen Yang of the Huskies. Back to center ice. Getting past the blue line. OPRF, not really too many clean shots towards Ciesla. He does have to use the blocker there to get rid of that one. Made it look easy, though, and Benet's so quick. They're on the attack again. Great move right side. Trying to dish it back to a teammate. Controlled by Schlie. Up towards the net. Off the post. That was number 28, Nikolas Hensel. Off of Schlie's stick, and it looked like it went off that far post. My goodness, game of inches is an understatement when it comes to this. That puck is just sitting in the back of the net. Everybody's trying to get something on it. Does get fished out. It's a beautiful thing about hockey. So much action can happen, and nothing will change on the scoreboard other than the time. A certain sort of beauty by it. OPRF will get some subs in as they dump it in. Ciesla goes around, dishes it to his teammate, and Nico DiCosola. Schlie up ahead. Got to know where that guy's at on the ice at all times. He will dump it in, going right side, giving chase. Tommy Dusek boxes out his defender. Poro around. We've seen him get a couple opportunities. He's smashed into the boards by 19 of OPRF. That's one of their offensive weapons. Jackson shot. Shot towards the goal. Redirect opportunity. It's in the net. Benet scores. Joe ID. On the redirect in front of Gilman Priest. And ID, for the second or third game in a row, I believe, leads off the scoring for the Benet Academy Red Wings. We talk about the experience that this Benet Academy team has. A lot of names that were key contributors on last year's team are key contributors on this year's team. That shouldn't be surprised with how experienced this group is. But Joe ID was a name that we and his 12-18 play in the CHL, he's amassed 7 goals and 4 assists, and you saw a beautiful redirect from him there. The speed that Benet has at all levels on the ice is just remarkable. I think Joe ID is a great encapsulation of that. You saw it there for yourself. Benet leads 1-0 early in this one. Poro towards the net. Gilman, easy block. Schott will have it behind his net. He's going to size up the defense and see what he can do. It's Benet back with it. Quinlan. Behind him, Owen Ryle, the phenom freshman. Gets doubled, able to stick with it. Wanted to get it out to Frasco. Ryle soars in, but not before it travels over to Cameron Barnes Jr. of the Huskies. Still behind the net, shot. That's Jackson's shot, I should clarify. Jackson's shot will probably put a couple shots on goal. Going to get that punt out of the way now, so I'm not crucified for it later. That puck's traveling all the way down. Benet will get a line change on this one. For a non-conference matchup, it's, of course, doesn't count towards league standings and potential Kennedy Cup seeding, but against a team that you know very well as Oak Park River Forest, it's still a win you want to get. And Benet has not done a whole lot of losing this year. Again, they've been 28-9-2 overall, including their CCHL and non-conference action. Ciesla goes behind the net. Got to be ever so careful doing that at this level. One slip up will potentially cost you. And looking back at that goal from ID, it was number 19, Evan Petratos. Got to be credited with the assist there. He put it right in front of the netminder in Henry Gilman, who's, of course, great in his own right. But when the advantage comes Bennett's way, I think it's hard for any goalie to block a certain amount of pucks the way Gilman has all year. Pretty quick first period, not a lot of stoppages. We're just under 5 minutes to play. Benet still holding on to the 1-goal lead. That score was provided by a redirect. Joe ID put it in the back of the net off the pass from Evan Petratos. OPRF looking to respond, but Benet just so quick to get to the puck when it's just hanging out right in their zone that they want to defend. Right now, OPRF's got an advantage coming across the neutral zone. They stay onside. Dump back pass left side. Going to go towards the goal. Redirect, not quite. Ping-ponged around. Benet had it for a second, but OPRF will keep it in. It's going to fly right to the net. Lunging for right in front of this crease. Kicked out by Ciesla. Scary moment there for Benet. Had to kick that one out from Ciesla. Kind of a slow-moving or floating puck right in his area of operation. And I'm noticing we have a hand up from our one referee, and we're going to get Gilman skating off the ice. Benet is going to have a penalty whenever this play is stopped next. And as Tommy Dusek touches it, that'll be the stoppage. 3:45 to go in the first period. Let's see what we have for our first penalty of the game. Very sizable crowd here at Seven Bridges Ice Arena today. The Benet Academy crowd's always loud and proud for sure. They come out in bunches, but Oak Park, not too far of a drive from Seven Bridges Ice Arena. Good to see fans of both squads in attendance today. That being said, Benet is going to be on the man disadvantage for the minute. It his task. He's in the box for the next 2 minutes. That does not mean OPRF can let off the gas one bit, though. They're going to try and score, of course, but Benet leads the CCHL in power play goals and shorthanded goals for the second year in a row. There is not a moment you can comfortably rest against this Red Wing team, and OPRF knows it. That definitely shouldn't concern them right now. They still have 90 seconds of power play hockey in front of them. And left side with it, that was Schmallinger. Robinson had it for a bit, and that one got flicked up and out. 3:04 to play in the first period. Another minute, 20 seconds on the Husky power play. This face-off, the rare center ice face-off to not start a period. Anyone at home's filling out their bingo card. Number 5, Maroney. Puck's going to fly all the way back. Gilman's going to get it out. He knows time is of the essence on this power play, especially against a Benet team that's so prolific on defense. Lisnek, left side. Was trying to pass it up ahead to his teammate in Panicelli, but it was directed towards Ciesla, and his only course of action was to freeze it there with all the hockey skaters. Huskies will get some fresh legs on the ice for the last minute or so of this power play. Not an abundance of chances for OPRF to score. Whether it's been shutting them down or the stifling Benet defense getting after it themselves. Oh, a chance there to score. Almost a cheeky little goal from the side there from Vinny Poro, who's just been nagging this Husky team the entirety of this first period. He almost had a goal himself early on. Bennett's more than content with icing this in. That was the attempt there from Alexander Dentice. Husky skater was there to block it, and they need to go if they want one more chance on this power play. 15 seconds to go until Benet gets back to even strength. Wrestling it away. Hudson Schlie, right side. He's triple teamed. Somehow keeps the puck. Oh, looked across to the middle to his teammate. That will get put on the net. Rebound opportunity. No one's there. Scooped up and sent around by Sebastian Robinson. Power play's over. Bennett's back at even strength. That puck's just sitting there in the crease. I don't know if Gilman saw or what was going on. He does eventually get his paws on it. Freezes it with 1:32 to go in the first. That original opportunity was only open because Hudson Schlie tried to dish it back. I believe it was his teammate Luca DiCosola at center ice. That went past his stick. And OPRF tried to clear it. It just kind of hung out in the crease there for a little bit. Gilman eventually saw it and averted putting Huskies at a 2-0 deficit. That was dumped in by Nico DiCosola. Heading back there, swiping at it and missing was Dentice. And Bennett's going to get back as here comes an opportunity for OPRF. 87, Milosievo Maklovio Grakin, excuse me. Back to center ice, right side. Nico DiCosola is going to try and skate by Franson to the center. Hudson Schlie's there. Can't quite come up with it. Back to the center. Yang. Every time the Huskies send it down the ice, there just seems to be a Benet skater getting his stick in the way, just making life hard for them. PRF will look to change something up offensively, likely in the second and third periods, if nothing gives. They have a chance here, right side. They will wrap it around. Wrapping it around once again, going to pick that one up. Not sure who that is down the ice. Just ping-ponging around a little bit. Oliver Pontillo. Stolen away, number 2, Maxwell Franson. He's gotten his name called a couple times today. Seems to be one of the forefront leaders of the OPRF defense. And it is the Huskies controlling the puck with 6 seconds left to go in the first. Bennett's got it at the center line, and that will play us out of the first period. So, your score after 17 minutes of play in this non-conference matchup. The Benet Red Wings 1, the OPRF Huskies 0. We'll be right back.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 five-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
You saw 17 minutes go by. Benet leads this one 1-0 against the Oak Park River Forest Huskies. A goal in the first came off the stick of Joe Eide, once again leading off the scoring for Benet as he's done so several times this season. Right near the blue line, smacking it down to him was number 19, Evan Petratos. So credit him with the assist and Eide with the goal to open up the scoring in this one. Face off to the right, DiCosola. Alex Karras to Cannon, up ahead to DiCosola. Once again, want to thank everybody for being on the broadcast. We have a packed house in person. I can only imagine that with how big the Benet Faithful is, we have a lot of people listening online. So thanks for joining in. Let's have us a good one. OPRF, the other way. Wesley slicing, dicing. He goes right side to number 4, Liam Maroney. They keep it in. Shot towards, we have a goalie substitution. That is not Ben Ciesla. Ava Christensen will take the net for Benet. She's appeared in several games for Benet this year. She's one of the trio of goalies we've seen for Benet, and all three of them have been fantastic. Christensen, of course, will be heading to Oswego State University, continue her student-athlete career after this season. She's going to see the ice for the first time in a couple games, I believe. On the other side, Henry Gilman is still in for OPRF. So it's because this being a non-conference matchup for Benet, we mentioned earlier how we might see a myriad of different lineups that they don't normally use in conference games or certain other matchups. The possibility is that we might see all three goalies for Benet in today. Joel Koehn being the third and final goalie we haven't seen on Benet's roster. Meanwhile, though, Hudson Hollweck left side. He got a pass from Frasco. Dumps it back to Frasco as Hollweck in the zone. Up ahead, right side, had a shot at the net was Hudson Hollweck. Right side behind the goal. Who's going to come up with it? Hollweck's got it. He will try to get to his teammate in Poro, who's been all over. Back out. Ryle had a chance. Nico DiCosola going to swing. Blocked. Kind of wiggling around over there and sent all the way back down. Christensen will come out and give it a tap to Frasco. Well done. Got it away from the chasing Lisnik, who was hot in pursuit. Back to the center line. The puck is just completely in Benet's favor. They only have one goal on the board, but when it comes to who actually has the puck in the neutral zone or beyond, it's been all Red Wing puck today. Even when OPRF has a chance like that, it's either Jimmy Cannon or Alex Karras, whoever it is getting back there. Thomas Rogowski's out in the ice as well. He's a name that's gotten involved a couple times today. Shot heads to Christensen. She just kind of flicks it back to make sure Cannon gets to it first. Poro absorbs a big hit in his own zone from Leschnak. OPRF seeming to be content with dumping it in and trying to get to the puck before Benet can. They've been unsuccessful so far. We'll see if that changes, though, with this line. They got a shot right in front of the net, though. It was blocked by Rogowski. Christensen was still there holding firm in case that did get past. Dentice tries to get it out, and they do not. Christensen off her face mask, it looked like. Schlie had it for a second. Then Dentice. Back to center ice. Got to keep your head on a swivel at these games, folks. That's for sure. OPRF can't keep it in, so now they'll have to dump it, so they don't want to get offside. But now they have a chance to enter. Number 23, Trotta of OPRF. Husky skaters all over the place. 2 in front of the net. Redirect opportunity's no good. Fishing it out is Rogowski. Still sitting around there, though. And it was Trotta again. Throwing it towards Christensen. That Benet defense was there to stay, however. 4 minutes gone in the second period. 12:54 left to go. And we're going to get an icing call and our first stoppage in play since we came out of the first. Looking at the professional hockey team in the city of Chicago, Chicago Blackhawks defeated the Montreal Canadiens by a score of 4-2 yesterday. They played at the United Center, and Chicago sports teams are capable of winning, it appears. They now move to 13-24-2, and they are in the midst of a homestand. They'll play the New York Rangers next. That game will be tomorrow. But as for the hockey we're watching right now, Schlie's got it. He's going to pass the center line. Convoy behind him. OPRF skaters close in. Bennett's still doing a good job of keeping it in. And Schlie's looking for someone to pass it to. It's Poro by the net, it appears. No dice there. Huskies want to respond. They want to respond quickly. Can they keep it in the zone? No, they can't. Hensel, who almost had a goal of his own that went off the post in that first period. He quickly gets subbed as we get a line change. Poro's back in. Left side, we got some working the boards. Poro once again is going to come out with it. He's got 2 guys to pass to, both of the DiCosola brothers. Luca sends it to the left of the net. Does not go. Looks like it was blocked slightly by Gilman. Again, he's been great today, other than that beautiful redirect from ID off of the stick of Evan Petratos. Gilman's been great. I don't wonder when fatigue starts to set in, though. Benet is going to be relentless all game long with that. Poro tried to back tap it to DiCosola in the slot, but the Huskies saw that the whole way. Fed towards the net, and I believe last touched by Trotta of OPRF to get another stoppage in play with 11 minutes, 14 seconds to go in the second. Some other local hockey news. The Frozen Confine Series at Wrigley Field continues today. It's the Big Ten Hockey Series that hosts a pair of college hockey doubleheaders yesterday and today. Our results yesterday, our first game was the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Michigan Wolverines. Ohio State came out with a victory by a score of 4-3. As for the night game, Notre Dame took on Penn State, and it was Notre Dame coming out victorious in an overtime thriller against the Nittany Lions. Shot goes right towards Gilman, right in his breadbasket, and he's easily able to corral it. Feel free to hop in our YouTube chat to cheer on your team, ask us questions, air out your grievances maybe. Cannon's there, fiercely contending on the boards. His teammate that was Hollweck over there joining him. Slow moving puck towards the net. Cannon's first to it. Quinlan's going to give chase, try and get it out of the zone. Back to Cannon. He's going to wrap it around. Robinson's probably going to get to it from OPRF first. He takes a big hit from Karras. Karras already been in the box. He is the enforcer of this team, but that was a very clean hit and one that has benefited the Red Wings greatly as they get the puck down all the way towards their net. Excuse me, OPRF's net, rather. Karras comes out of the game for Frasco. Quinlan going to back tap it. He wanted to feed Hollweck. Ryle wraps it around to Hollweck on that left side. Ryle controlling. Right side. The dish right around the baseline. Can OPRF get it out? Just under 10 minutes to go in the second. They still haven't mustered too many offensive opportunities, even on that power play they had for 2 minutes in the first. Tells net. Gilman takes care of it. Ryle fakes. Goes all the way back out to Poro. He'll shoot it towards the net. Directed was Hollweck, tried to give it a tap of his own. Center, DiCosola. Just couldn't quite get to it. He will give chase, though, and likely once again stymie this Husky offense. Both teams getting a line change in. Need some fresh legs. Big hit falling down. Popping right back to his feet, though. Evan Petratos, he's got an assist in this one. He'd love to get another one on the board. DiCosola will dump it in. Petratos finds his teammate in Dentice. Not quite. They got it right towards the net. Nikolas is trailing. Can he get to this? It's OPRF that will get it out of the zone. Haven't called his name yet, but just flicking it in there is OPRF's captain and leading scorer in Joseph Koehn. Watch out for number 11. He's their most fierce weapon. Haven't got to call his name a lot today, but certainly will change with the myriad of offensive weapons the Huskies have on their roster. OPRF, slow puck towards the net. Christensen didn't even have to touch it. Koehn at the boards. Poro pushes it out of the zone. And having to go back and start all over on offense. Puntillo touches it first for the Huskies. Koehn waits. Trails his teammate, who absorbs a big hit. Ava Christensen doing her job, though. Flashes the leather to grab the puck. 7:46 going in the second period. It will be Hudson Schlie taking the face-off for Benet. Trotted towards the net, right there, right in the crease, no! Might have been saved once by Christensen, and she dove on it, and whoever that Husky skater was in the crease just wasn't able to react fast enough. Having your head on a swivel is an understatement in this game with how fast that small black saucer moves around the ice. It's hard to watch this game sometimes, let alone play it and contribute. Cannon absorbs a big hit. Benet does get it out of the zone. They're so good at having these fast break opportunities. Do not want to let them get one, but they will right here. Number 29, Carson Stone to the center. OPRF taking it back the other way. Center line, blue line, moving. Karras, great job of stepping between his skater and the puck. Helps to get his team back in possession. Schlie controlling, kind of spins, had it for a second. Stone stays on side, he shoots, it's blocked. Tries to get the rebound, sitting right there, head towards the net again, Stone. Behind the net, all the way back around, Karras keeps it in. This is a much different game than we saw last year between these two squads. A lot of scoring, I mentioned it before, it was a 5-4 final in favor of the Red Wings. Those goals came early and often. So far, we're about halfway through this entire one. And the lone goal from Joe Ide, halfway through the first period, is the only thing that has changed on the scoreboard. Frasco left side. Gets all the way back around. Stays out of the zone. Your Red Wing skaters will have to get back. Dumped in by Frasco. Trying to chase it is Luca DiCosola. Easily there is Panicelli. Hand goes up, whistle is blown. That is icing. Other big Chicago sports news. Tonight is the jersey retirement ceremony for Chicago's own Derrick Rose. The Chicago Bulls will be retiring his #1 jersey in the rafters tonight. They play the New York Knicks, who, of course, are coached by former Bulls coach a bowl. Tom Thibodeau. Best of luck to the Bulls. Would love to win on any night with their current record, but on a night when you're celebrating probably the greatest bowl since number 23 retired, would be nice to pull out a win in front of the Chicago faithful. Benet trying to do the same thing in front of their own fans, but right now it's the Huskies with the puck. A first good opportunity. Rodriguez sends it towards the goal. Nothing really given, though. Trying to redirect it and stopped by Christensen. Dumped in. DiCosola and Rogowski there. Rodriguez is going to give chase. Up ahead. Nico passes to his brother, Luca. Bennett's got to stay on side. Tommy Dusek was across the line. Did get back. Doesn't matter. Puck's back at center ice. Big hit into the boards. Jackson shot, absorbed that, and man, these kids are tough. I don't know how you pop right back up. He took a kind of a double hit from both number 18, Luca DiCosola, and 33, Rogowski at the same time. Can OPRF head into the intermission? Maybe tying this one up or taking the lead. Right now, Big Goose Egg sits next to their name on the scoreboard. And credit the Huskies offense, which is potent in so many ways. This Benet defense is just taking it to him so far. Jimmy Cannon's got to get back, and he does. Staying onside Wesley, but quickly grabbed away. Ryle and Quinlan were there. Shot, it's got it on the left side. Got to watch where he's at in the ice. Go reset. Wesley's double teamed. Working the boards next to Cannon. Shot comes over to provide some help. Carson, Robinson. They hit each other as expected. It's quite the physical possession for both teams. That shot was blocked by Cannon. Again, that's why he's an all-star. He's time in and time again. Just great at doing that. And that puck is frozen by Gilman, even though it looks like Benet was just going to dump it down and get a line change in. Potentially a costly mistake from Gilman. So Benet, instead of having to rush back with their new line on defense, has all those fresh legs to win this faceoff and start with the puck and get another goal on offense potentially. Right now, though, the faceoff advantage is definitely going the Huskies' way. Don't have official counts, but they've probably won 75% of the ones today. Flicked up and out. Nico DiCosola can't get his stick on it, but he will play some defense on number 5 of OPRF, Liam Maroney. Frasco back out. Barnes. DiCosola side skates to grab that one. Puck dumped in. It's a black jersey getting there first. Davin Frasco. Smacked into the boards by Alexander Dentice. OPR still's got it left side. Front of the goal, waiting for something to happen is Leo Lisnik. That was a chance for him and Koehn to do something, but that puck goes going, gone. Didn't really go that far, just kind of went where the net is, and we get a stoppage and play. Line change for Benet. 5 skaters on, 5 skaters off. To my eyes, now on the ice for Benet, Carson Stone, Hudson Schlie, Nikolas Hensel, Jimmy Cannon, and Thomas Rogowski. It'll be Schlie in the face-off circle. Is kind of a tie there, but it stays in OPRF zone for now, so call that a win for Joseph Koehn. Lisnik towards the goal. Kind of a close call there, but Christensen gets it off the toe of her shin guard. And up ahead, it's a black jersey there once again. But it will not matter. We're going to get a stoppage of play for another icing. He's in there again. It'll be him and Koehn, the 2 most prolific scorers on both teams. Husky puck, however. Maroney tries to slice and dice, but again, this Benet team is relentless. It's almost like head coach Andrew Schlie, you got to imagine he's making them run extra downbacks at practice or something for that to be the case on how we're able to get so many defensive stops and get them so easily. OPRF just cannot cut up through the defense the same way that Benet's able to cut up through theirs. With that being said, though, OPRF holding firm after that early goal from Eide. We are under 2 minutes to go in the second period, and Eide's goal in the first is the lone batch of scoring we've seen today. Controlling back is Benet. Tried to get it right side over to Carson Stone. OPRF flips it back out. They will get it in. Trotta just swarmed once again by the Red Wings. Frasco left side, right in front of his bench. He's skating fast. Can he put the moves on? Kind of stumbles a bit there. And Benet gets a wave and a miss. They do have the numbers advantage here. And right there in front of the line of sight there, Alex Karras, great job by him. He gets it up ahead to Schlie. Schlie so dangerous with the puck. Can he do anything with it? Rebound opportunity. Poro goes right back around. Some new subs coming in. Maybe they can get on it for Benet. Nico DiCosola falls to his feet. Falls off his feet, rather. Great move there. Vinny Poro, again, just a beautiful array moves. Tommy Dusek, it's deflected by Gilman, goes up and out with 39.5 to play. Stick with us between the second and third period, folks. During our intermission, we will have a mid-game review of today's action. Not a lot of scoring to cover, but certainly a lot of things happening. Said it before, it's the beautiful thing about hockey. So many great plays and oohs and ahs can happen, and nothing might change on the scoreboard. This beautiful game, isn't it? OPRF not content with calling this a beautiful game until they get on the scoreboard, however. Again, though, offensively, still tough for them. Yang's going to try and chase up on this forecheck. It's both him and that was number 14, who's Evan Kreidler laid a big hit. And they go back, with again, keeping that forecheck pressure on at the end of the second period. No match for Ava Christensen. Get one last line change for both teams to finish out this 11.6 seconds. Now, be this a face-off right in front of Benet's goal, the last thing you want is to give up OPRF's only goal right before you head in the locker room and lose all that momentum you have going. And it looks like that's not going to happen. Owen Ryle does have a chance at the other end of the ice with about 4 seconds left. OPRF defense gets to it first. The horn sounds, and that wraps up 2 periods of play with only 17 minutes to go. Benet still with that lone goal. They lead OPRF by a score of 1-2-0.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
And welcome to our mid-game review of today's action. My name is Andy Diedrich. So far, 2 periods down, and Benet has 1 goal in the net, and that's about it. They lead Oprf by a score of 1-0. That goal came off the redirect of Joe Ide about halfway through the first. It was sent into him by Evan Petratos, so they're on the board early, as Joe Ide often starts off for this Benet team. He always seems to be the one to open up the scoring, and usually an onside of scoring comes after that. But Oprf is held firm after surrendering that first goal. So not a lot of offense to talk about. Let's talk about the defense. In the goal for OPRF has been Henry Gilman. He's been fantastic all year. Again, that 93% save percentage in the 16 games he's had in the Illinois West Hockey League. He's really looked sharp today. He was kind of put in a bad spot, got a unabated look that Benet did, however. Benet got an unabated look on him with not a lot of defense in between, so can't really call that one on him. He's looked great other than that. He's gotten his glove, his stick, his blockers, and everything. So Benet is still in for one. They're getting a lot of offensive opportunities, able to cut up through the OPRF defense, but actually putting the puck in the back of the net has been an issue aside from Ide's goal early on. Now, on the other side, Benet's actually seen 2 goalies go out there in between the pipes for them. In the first, we saw Ben Ciesla, who the CCHL All-Star. I think his resume speaks for himself. He has a lot of experience behind him and really didn't get tested all that much in the first period. But the combination of him and Ava Christensen, who we saw in the second period, clean sheet so far. A lot of saves, not too many shots to save, but when their number's been called, they've been doing great. And, you know, if you can win a game, you're not going to ask how, right? You don't ask how, you ask how many. Right now, Benet is in the driver's seat being up 1-0. They would, of course, like to have a lot more shots on goal, a lot more pucks in the back of the net, but that's just me saying the obvious. However, this game is going to be won. That's what they want to do. So that being said, a couple names to look out for if we are going to get a bit more of an offensive onslaught in this one. For Benet is, of course, reigning CCHL MVP Hudson Schlie. You know, he has his fingerprints all over every single game he plays in. We'll talk about the other Red Wings that have scored in double digits this year. Luca DiCosola, Joe Ide, who already has one on the board, looking for a second. Owen, Ryle, the freshman. Carson Stone, Hudson, Hollweck, all names to watch out for. As for OPRF, the only one that's really getting a lot of shots on goal is Jackson Schott. He's a name we mentioned before as a big threat where you kind of have to know where he's on the ice at all times. But other than that, not a whole lot of opportunities, not a lot of just windows opening up for them. Joe Koehn has taken a lot of the faceoffs for them in their zone. That's their leading scorer, so maybe look for him to get a little more involved in this third period. OPRF's got to switch something up, though, because right now Benet has their number on both ends of the ice, and I don't think, as a lot of the OPRF fans say, to come out this way to watch a 1-0 loss, these are two teams that are close to each other geographically. A lot of the players, coaches, fans know each other. It's a non-conference game for sure. But what's better than bragging rights, folks, right? These are high school kids that are going to probably talk about this for weeks on end, and it's just a great way to tune up your roster heading ahead to the rest of the season, whether it's going to be, on Benet's case, the Kennedy Cup, trying to win the CCHL, get better seeding, onto the Blackout Cup and state championship and everything. So regardless of whether you think this is not that important in terms of conference stuff, that's not what it's all about. So stick with us. We got another 17 minutes of hockey coming up on Recruitlings.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 five-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Welcome back to Seven Bridges Ice Arena. This matchup between Benet Academy and OPRF is a close one. Not a high-scoring affair, but it's still one you're going to want to watch. Score is 1-0 with the final period coming up in just a bit. Most notable change for Benet. They have their same starters out there. That's the line of Stone, Schlie, Hensel, Carson, Cannon. But as I mentioned before, we are going to see all three goalies for Benet today. So taking the nets, the third and final goalie we haven't seen today. Number 34, the sophomore, and Joel Koehn. Koehn got a couple starts last year as a freshman and came up big for Benet. And he enters this one as one of the obstacles between OPRF and tying this one up. I mentioned this a couple times already. This is one that both teams want to have. It doesn't really count that much for standings, but that's not what it's all about. Regardless of the bragging rights, getting some momentum heading into the backstretch of the season. It's crucial for any team. But for a OPRF team that is fighting for better seating in the Illinois West Hockey League, they sit in the middle and their league. This game's going to be big. Puck is dropped, though. Let's get back to the action. OPRF is first to act. Can they do something with it in their zone? Bennett's been stifling them all day long. Quickly gets out. Flicked off by Gilman. He might have hit the goal off. Now the goal's way off its hinges. He puts it back, and play is not stopped. Jackson Schott takes it the other way. Joel Koehn maybe going to see his first action of the game. Schott takes it himself, dumps it off. Pass towards Koehn. He does block it. And it does get sent back out by, it looks like that was Carson Stone. Shot towards Koehn. Did he glove that? I'm not quite sure what happened there. He did glove that. Heck of a job by Koehn coming in 45 seconds in. Big ask of him to make that glove save. And he did it like it was just any other save he'd ever make. He's rewarded with his effort by having another face-off. Luckily, Benet took the face-off. OPRF kind of has their number today. And it is the Huskies controlling. Tommy Dusek had it for a second. Slips back out of his possession. Koehn has to save it. Flicks off to the right. It is Lisnik with it. He's been just nagging the Benet defense all day. He kind of sits in the middle. He's had a couple of redirect opportunities and nice moves himself. Swing and a miss from the Husky skater over there. Benet not having the same success at getting it out of the zone so far. And again, they have so many different lines with so much talent on each of them. It's going to be hard to outlast Benet in any amount of time, but when you're this deep into this one, it's only going to get harder as time goes on. Koehn watches it go by. Lets Frasco grab it. Tapped out to the right side. It's not out of the zone. That goes wide of Koehn's glove. Big hit and took some, oh no! How many times that happened? That took some glass off the boards. Right in front of the crowd. Talk about an immersive experience for those sitting in the front row down on the right side. That's the third or fourth home game in a row where we've had to have a little bit of an intermission here at Seven Bridges because of, I can't really call them technical difficulties. We'll call them arena difficulties, I guess. And with that being said, we're going to let the workers take care of that. We're going to take a short break here, so we'll be back in a little bit here on Recruitlings.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
You know, folks, I could probably count on one hand the amount of times that I've seen a hockey game stop because of a board flying off, or glass flying off the boards, or whatever it be, equipment malfunction, the scoreboard's down or whatever. And it's funny because out of those 5 or 6 times I've seen that, 3 of them have been in the last 3 games here at Seven Bridges Ice Arena. I like to think it's because both the teams are just playing such high-octane hockey that the arena can't quite handle it. That's, of course, up to interpretation. Just very, very funny situations we get into at Seven Bridges Ice Arena. If you've never been out to Seven Bridges Ice Arena, I would recommend it for anybody. It's a multi-100,000 square foot facility with both an Olympic rink, which we are playing on currently, and an NHL ice rink. Myriad of activity to do on both. There is a turf field upstairs. There is a bar and grill upstairs as well for those inclined and of age. And of course, it's home to the Benet Red Wings. Been playing here for more than a couple years now. This rink is also home to the Chicago Phantoms AAA hockey, as you see it. Well, you don't see it on your screen, but you'll see it when we cut back to center ice. That's their logo in the middle there. Well, while we're here, how you guys doing? Feel free to hop in the chat and voice your opinions on whatever. I guess the one thing I did not mention when it comes to Chicago sports, the Bears play tomorrow, whether you like it or not. The 4-12 Bears will finish their season against the dreaded Green Bay Packers. The Bears are trying to avoid their all-time worst single-season losing streak. If they lose tomorrow, it will be 11 straight losses this season. And that would be, for a franchise that's been around for over 100 years, that would be their all-time worst. You remember when the Bears were 4-2? I sure don't. Take this time to also check if there's any action going on elsewhere in the CCHL. Recap a couple of the day's action. We'll maybe get into Bennett's future schedule, and you can stay with us live as we see how a board is fixed in a hockey arena such as this. I will say this is very new for me, so I hope to learn alongside all of you at home. Thanks for sticking with us. In terms of live CCHL action, right now Brother Rice takes on Mount Carmel, and they lead by a score of 8-2. The Crusaders will most likely come out on top in that one. Other recent action, yesterday we had Fenwick face off against Providence Catholic. That was a tight-knit game for the first 2 periods, but 3 goals in the final period led Providence Catholic to victory. They came out with a 5-2 win. Now, of course, we can also talk about the Benet Red Wings, who we're all here to see, of course. They're taking on the OPRF Huskies today in a non-conference matchup, but when we talk about their upcoming league matchups, which of course are crucial for Kennedy Cup seeding and all of the sorts, their next matchup, they'll be away at the Brother Rice Crusaders Thursday, January 9th. That Sunday, the 12th, they head for their first matchup all season against the Notre Dame Dons in the first game of a back-to-back against ND, because ND will be coming here to Seven Bridges on January 24th. And in a CCHL finale for Benet, they will take on their rival in the Fenwick Friars here Saturday, January 25th. We'll be live broadcasting on Recruitlings for those last 2 at Seven Bridges. And in addition, coming up a week from today is another non-conference matchup that Benet will have right here. And you guessed it, it'll be right here on Recruitlings. We'll be playing Hinsdale Central a week from today. Puck drops same time it did today at about 4:50. But that's not of concern now. Look at that new glass we got coming in, folks. Isn't she beautiful? Got all hands on deck. There's assistant coach Michael Frasco, who we spoke to in the pregame interview. I believe I said that he was a man of many talents. I did not know this was part of it. You can only get this stuff here on Recruitlings, folks. Nobody else is showing you the nitty-gritty of how to fix a hockey ring. That fact I cannot confirm nor deny, but I know we are. That's all I can say. Yep, and the glass is going up. If nothing else, it'll look pretty clean. Maybe just that pain. Referee's going to help out on the action. Loving the sportsmanship we're seeing on and off the ice today. I'd like to thank Eric for going down there and getting the behind-the-scenes coverage. And as Eric heads back up to his post at center ice, it looks like we're going to get ready to head back in play. There is 15-11 remaining. Benet still leads this one just by 1 goal. It's 1-0. That redirect by Joe Eide is the lone goal on the scoreboard. So barring any other delays, there's 15 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in game time. Let's see, there's back at center ice. You'll get a face-off. And hoping you stuck with us. Cannon tried to pass it back over to the left to Quinlan. Quinlan was not home, went right to the Husky defenders. Left side Quinlan, one of the alternate captains of this team. Just an unsung leader on and off the ice for the Red Wings. Rogowski keeps it in somehow. Shot goes high and wide. Rogowski does keep it in again. A little patty cake going on to the boards with Rogowski, Leshnik, and Trotta. Panicelli off the boards to himself. Great way to get his Benet pursuers out of there. Deflected off. Kane's not going to touch it because he knows Cannon's right there. Pincer move on the Husky skater, but it does come up Husky possession. Kane's slides to his left, grabs it, and it's in his glove. I didn't think he got to that. That's 2 very impressive glove saves in the first 3 minutes Joel Kane's been on the ice. The 2 goalies in front of him, Ava Christensen and Ben Ciesla, are undoubtedly some of the best in the CCHL, and any team would be happy to have them. But once they're gone, Bennett's got a different lineup. He's had to see a lot of action so far. It's had not phased him. A clean sheet for all 3 Benet goalies. Same can't be said for OPRF, however. Gilman's done his best. He's been a great goalie. He's going to have to probably have a clean sheet the rest of the way if OPRF wants to get back in this one to even contend. Benet makes this a multi-goal deficit for the Huskies. This one might be as good as gone for OPRF. They have a chance now, right in front of the net. Getting there and shutting it off, though, is Karras. Karras is a big guy. The ability he has to be so graceful on the skates and get back, though, is just rather impressive. A 3rd glove save for Joel Koehn. Really wanting to flash the leather. College coaches, look out. This guy's got quite the left hand on him. 13:16 remaining in the 3rd period. Hudson Schlie in the faceoff circle once again. The captain is across from Sebastian Robinson. Time advantage. top to bottom. After surrendering that early goal, they have hung right there with Benet. It's been more than even match since then. They're a very well-coached bunch, seeing that, a lot of teams that give up that early goal to Benet end up losing in a blowout. OPRF, though, head coached by Mike Murphy. He is an alum of Benedictine University. He played hockey there under Illinois Hall of Famer Michael Rodenberg. He's in his second year with the Huskies, and certainly passes the eye test here for doing a great job of getting this team prepared to play one of the better teams in the area in the Benet Red Wings. That puck is up and out with 12:20 to go. One to 0 hockey games are about as even you can get. Of course, there's other wins you can have by one goal, whether it's 2-1 or 5-4, but something about those 1-0 games just seem like the most even match. Something has to win, of course. But 1-0 when only one finds its way into the net, it's essentially means that game was one play away from heading to overtime or coming out a different result, whatever it happens to be, going to shootout, you can go on and on. There is no closer stalemate in the game of hockey than a 1-0 final, and we are trending towards that now. Karras sticks it to the right to DiCosola. Benet does get it out. They're going to stay hungry to get offensive opportunities. They don't want to only be up by one right now. PRF, right side. It's 5, Liam Maroney. Benet's there to grab it again. They're going to push the pace. Tommy Dusek, right side. Dusek fires it towards the goal, and that is swallowed up by Gilman. Dusek, another one of those elite weapons that Benet has, just so elusive in the open ice. In his league play this year, 14 games, 7 goals, 3 assists for a total of 10 points. 4 of those goals coming on the power play. Shot goes high from Owen Ryle. Ryle was the hero in Bennett's last game against Fenwick. That was a 1-0 win as well. Ryle pushed it past Fenwick's goalie in that second period, and that was all she wrote. A huge game to win on the road to maintain their undefeated record. Stolen back by Benet. They continue to keep it in the zone. Their time of attack has been suffocating today. They're dominating OPRF in that aspect. They do have the 1 goal to match, but at times you really think the margin here might be bigger if it wasn't for OPRF remaining so disciplined. Both teams really staying out of the box for the most part. That early penalty from Alex Karras, which did not cost Benet, of course. That's the only time we've seen anybody in the sin bin. It has paid dividends for both teams. OPRF is still within striking distance, as they've been the entire game. Bennett's aggression and athleticism does get the best of them sometimes. But so far, staying disciplined is keeping them in the lead. Davin Frasco, right side, dishes to Dentice. Frasco's going to get it back. Him and Dentice run into each other. They got to be careful here because it's a breakaway opportunity for OPRF. 87 up ahead. That's Gershon. Stolen right back. Vinny Poro, he's been all over. He's going to shoot it way up off the ceiling. It was a Panicelli that I think deflected that. Maybe it was deflected by 2 OPRF guys. And that was a home run puck if I've ever seen one. Just under 10 minutes to go in the third. Benet keeps out the line of Poro, Petratos. Alongside them is Dentice, Rogowski, and Koehn. Then on their third goalie of the day, Joel Koehn replaces Ava Christensen, who's in the second, and she replaced Ben Ciesla. All 3 have clean sheets so far. If Koehn holds up his end of the bargain the rest of the way, it doesn't matter what Benet does offensively. They'll come out victorious in this one once again against the Huskies. Great stop there. Evan Petratos, he's already on the board with an assist, but another great block by him. 3-on-3 work on the boards. OPRF keeps it in. Soft shot going around Koehn's net. Back out Franson. right at the point of the slot. Shot goes wide. It looked like that was Puntillo getting his stick on it. Cannon pursues. Rogowski waits at the slot. Still in. Right side, towards the center. Tried to get his stick on it, maybe for a one-timer, not quite. Number 8, Puntillo once again. Dish back out. Oprf remaining patient right now. They know a 1-goal deficit is definitely within striking distance. You get one on the board, it's a much different game. That puck nearly goes in. It looked like it deflected off of Koehn, sat there, and was flicked out by, I think, Thomas Rogowski. Puntillo enters. Gershon, great job staying onside. Dished it back to his teammate. Unabated look. Koehn's got it. Falls out of his glove, but he's able to pounce on it before any Husky skaters can make him pay. Benet gets a line change. Schlie re-enters the game. Looks like Frasco, Dentice are out there with him. Oh, excuse me, that would be Carson Stone. DiCosola's out there as well. He's waiting back, and he'll be first to grab the puck in the zone. Slips by the stick of Hensel. Hensel does get to it, though. Wraps right there in the slot. Oh, my goodness. Couple different ping pongs there around. Right in the slot, ready to grab that, maybe put it in. I think Hensel fed his teammate in Dentice. Or Carson Stone, excuse me. Got 26, 28, and 29, the three of those guys are. You add in Michael O'Rourke, who I have not seen on the ice today. Might be out with an ailment, but a lot of high 20 numbers. Face-off circle, it's 18 for Benet. Luca DiCosola takes on Jackson Schott. He's been the biggest offensive so far. Hit the board. He still has it. Flicks it off the boards to himself. He kind of swings and misses. Follow up. Slow moving puck left of the net. Controlled. DiCosola gets it back out. Wants to get Cannon right into the top of the point. Cannon hits Wetzley into the bench. And Benet is more than okay to keep pushing this. They want another goal, and they might get one. Not quite. Saved by the impressive netminder and Henry Gilman. That was an absolute rocket off the stick of Luca DiCosola. Came in the zone by himself. You got to take those opportunities. It was just him and the goalie. Why not give it a shot, right? We look at our goal cam. You can see in the world of Henry Gilman what he's going to see on this face-off. And up against each other in the circle. Koehn for the Huskies. Hollweck for the Red Wings. Referee's going to hold it off. They don't want Quinlan and Puntillo getting in there too soon. Quinlan gets a stick on it. They can't keep it in the zone, so it's Oprf the other way. They will do a little dump and chase action. Got it on the back check, though. It's just, oh my goodness, big hit absorbed by Hollweck. Like a good, clean hit, and it was. Or so I was told. Not sure if we're getting a call here or what. This is not a CCHL game, so we do not have live stats provided to us from the CCHL. Well, we stay at even strength. Not sure what the stoppage was, but we play on. Benet staying aggressive when they have the puck in their zone. I think just because they know their defense has been so remarkable and their back check can get the puck back at any time. Hand goes up, puck across the goal line, icing, 6:29 remaining. I know I'm not that much older than a lot of the skaters on the ice, but right now, 50 Cent's Into Club is playing, and I believe that song came out in 2003, which would mean everybody on the ice is younger than Into Club by 50 Cent. apologize if that makes you feel old. It was just a shot towards the net. Gilman almost didn't see it, but it goes wide left. Dentice gave chase, trying to keep it in the zone with him. Not quite. Good job by Maroney. He's so quick with it. Got it out up to his teammate. Retreating back, 79. Barnes Jr. Petratos. Panicelli for OPRF. Flicks it up ahead. No one got their stick on it, though. So now it's in the zone. Red Wings are right there once again. Frasco. They're scooping up every Luke puck. Other sports, they call them 50-50 balls. Kind of a similar concept in hockey where who's going to get to those loose pucks. Benet seems to be coming up with every single one, shutting off the passing lanes. Whatever it is, you could talk about the skills that they have. I think it's just two really well-coached teams going at it, and that whole immovable object and unstoppable force, something's got to give. And right now, it was that sole goal in the first period from Joe Ide. Up and out for a stoppage. 5:16 to go. Time starting to be of the essence for the Huskies. Got to imagine the aggression ticks up a couple notches compared to some of the more patient pace of play that we saw before. Don't want to pull the goalie yet, of course, in a one-goal game. But it's definitely a thought you have to have once we start hitting the 2:32-minute mark. And who knows? This being a non-conference game, you could be a little more aggressive, a little bit less to lose. Maybe you do pull that goalie a little early, too. And send this one to overtime. Maybe even take the lead if you're ever so lucky. Benet stays onside. Stone gets it in. Staying onside once again. Swing and a miss. Still in control of the puck. Still just sitting there. Schlie gets it. Puts it towards the net. Slow moving one. Gilman was able to grab it. Schlie just kind of saw the opportunity. Tried to seize it by just tossing it over there towards the net. Which is never a bad idea at any level of the sport, but especially in the high school level. Sometimes that puck just starts moving and hard to keep track of it, hard to see where it's going. And if Schlie can win this faceoff, I think that was a wise decision by him. He goes up against Trotta of OPRF. Goes out RPF's way, though. As soon as they get it out of the zone, though, right there in the neutral zone, already stymieing them. Davin Frasco of the Red Wings. Panicelli goes between the five-hole of Schlie. Kicks off of Gilman. Moving past center ice, Trotta. Gets it to his teammate, they're onside. Rogowski thought about laying a big hit, decides to go after the puck instead. Left side, maybe a backside pass over to Panicelli, he's open. And stays on that left corner. Shot goes towards the net, redirect, goes way right. Way across the entirety of the width of the rink, right through the crease of Koehn. He didn't really care, that's fine. Hudson Schlie puts the moves on, shakes, bakes, scores! Who else but the captain? Right open ice. Hudson Schlie makes this a 2-0 game in favor of the Benet Red Wings. Take a back look at the play. Again, who else but Hudson Schlie? Yeah, a great move to get past not one but two defenders of the Huskies. Great feed into him by his teammate on the other end of the ice, and Schlie did the rest, though. I would be shocking if anybody else wins the most valuable player of the Chicago Catholic Hockey League that is not named Hudson Schlie. He is not only hungry for that, but I think most importantly, he wants his hands on that Kennedy Cup, as do the rest of these Benet Red Wings. And they're certainly playing like it now. They now lead 2-0 with a little over 3.5 to go in this one. OPRF is going to try and put the foot on the gas pedal. Maybe pull the goalie sooner rather than later, at least to get one across in this game. Joel Koehn, though, not happy with that. He hits it with his stick. Wraps around Koehn's net. Up ahead, Joe Ide. Ide is the other goal scorer in this game. Remember, he put one across in the first period. That was their lone batch of scoring we've had in this one. And then Hudson Schlie, a marvelous set of moves. shaking, baking, quaking, whatever you want to call it. This is my analysis. He's pretty good at hockey, folks. Up ahead. Opportunity for Danny Quinlan. Gets it to his teammate right in front of the net. Owen Ryle. Went right between his skates. A bit out of sync there. Shouldn't be too much of a concern for Benet. They're holding on to this multi-goal lead with 2.5 to go. And getting ready to skate off the ice is Gilman. Will they pull him? Not yet, with Benet coming the other way through the neutral zone. Danny Quinlan again with possession. Ryle's at the center. They're going to run it back. He stops, starts, up ahead. Hollweck to Ryle. Ryle backhand blocked. Hollweck off the post, maybe off of Gilman. Not quite sure. Was very close to going in regardless. Benet wants a third goal. Owen Ryle aggressive on the boards. He steals it back. There's never not a time that they could tack on the forecheck. Vinny Poro slides around to Frasco. Left side, back to Poro. Tries to hit it. Ryle's first to get it back. Nagging him is Lisnik. In front of the net, Hollweck tried to go backhand, gets blocked. Back the other way, OPRF. You'd imagine Gilman's going to skate off here, and he does. Get that extra skater on the ice. This is the last gasp opportunity for the Huskies. They go right towards the net. Sits in the back, redirected out. They keep it in the zone, however. Left side. Poro, Bennett's going to attack. They stay outside of this empty net. Great way to dive and get in front of it, though, to stop that opportunity. Oliver Puntillo called his name at both ends of the ice already. He's helping OPRF from making this a worse game than it already is. Standing in front of the net, he is. Goodness gracious, a lot of things happening despite this being a multi-goal lead with 2 minutes to go. Bennett's got the puck. They're hungry for an empty netter, you can tell. OPRF wants to not get shut out. Still that one penalty on the board from earlier, but we've seen a lot of big hits. Nothing coming, though. Huskies attacking. Right side. Slips by the grasp of number 44, Sebastian Robinson. 50 seconds to go. OPRF needs something. They need it now, but Benet still holding firm. Skating off the ice. They're going to get a substitution. Coming back is Carson Stone. He'll probably finish this one off for the Red Wings. OPRF stays on side. Goes right of Koehn. He could have gloved it. I think he made the wise decision to not even touch it. Don't want to give up a face-off. Right in front of the net. Sitting there. Redirect. Rebound. I don't know what's going on. Cade's sitting there with it. And we have a stoppage. We had one shot and a rebound opportunity, a second rebound, and just kind of sporting around in the crease there. Koehn fell down. We get a stoppage of play, though. 28.4 to go. Are we going to get a timeout on the ice? It appears that we are. We're going to be back after a short break here on Recruitlings.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 five-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
We welcome you back. I would believe it was an OPRF timeout. They trail by 2 goals here with just 28.4 seconds to play. So whatever strategy that head coach Mike Murphy talked about in the huddle, it's going to need to work fast. You got just under 30 seconds. They do have a face-off right in front of their net, though. Let's see what they can do with it. Red Wings. Stays in the zone. OPRF, of course, pulled their goalie, so they'll have 6 skaters to Bennett's 5. One-timer in front of the net, off of Kane's blocker. Still sitting there, is poked out eventually. Brings us to 10 seconds left. This puck going all the way down, misses the empty net, and that's going to get called for an icing.
So with just 7.5 seconds to go, Benet up 2 goals. It looks like Benet will improve their overall record this year to 29-9-2. They were a great team last year. We knew this team, getting a little more experience under their belt, would be even better, and they have not disappointed all season. Add on the undefeated record in the Chicago Catholic Hockey League onto that, and you can't ask for much more out of this Red Wing Hockey Club. Looks like we're going to get one more face-off, and that'll probably be it. 2 seconds, one more shot at the goal. Goes wide. Fry. Red Wings fly. It's another one for Benet. Book it for the Red Wings. Some extracurriculars right in front of the net there. No love lost between these teams, but either way, nothing takes away the fact that the scoreboard says 2-0 advantage Benet. This was a great game throughout, but that late goal by Hudson Schlie really put this one away. So thank you for tuning in to this broadcast. We got a post-game interview with the player of the game coming up right after this.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
everybody, to our post-game interview. Benet just defeated OPRF by a score of 2-0, and the man at the helm for the first period of action in the goal was Ben Ciesla. So, Ben, first off, I want to congratulate you. CCHL All-Star. How's it feel, man?
It feels good, putting in work throughout the offseason and the season, all these years to finally make it. Feels good, but I got to give props to my defense, to my team, because they also helped me get there.
Yeah, well said. Talking about today, too, of course, no goals let up in the entire game, especially not in the first period. What did you like out there in terms of your defense? What was going well in front of you?
I think they were doing a good job of getting the pucks out of the slot. They were trying to, OPRF would have the puck behind the net, try to get it past the slot, but, our defenders would be there, break up the passes, so they didn't have many chances on me in the first.
I could ask you more questions, but you only did the first period. So now, period number 2, come with me. Ava Christensen had the second period, also had a clean sheet, so come on in, Ava. So, Ava, first off, didn't have to work that hard today. It seemed like your defense helped you out. How are you feeling?
Pretty good. I mean, they were blocking the middle a lot, so they made it really easy, keeping the shots to the outside.
Yeah, is it a little difficult coming back after winter break? Of course, you guys haven't played since that December 22nd matchup against Fenwick. Any difficulties coming back from break like that?
At practice, yeah, but after that, I was fine. I was a little slow at first, but yeah.
The scoreboard says you only let up 0 goals, though, so I say you did a great job. Finishing us out for Benet, third period, Mr. Joel Koehn. So, Joel, first off, was this a plan the whole day today? Do you know you were coming in for a period?
Yeah, Coach told us at practice on Thursday that we were all going to be playing one period, and we kind of dealt with it from there. And seniority, so they got to pick first, and then I got stuck with the third period at the end.
Typical of them, right? Of all things, yeah. I mean, you went out there and got the job done. You had a couple quick glove saves, right away you came out the gate. How do you kind of help yourself stay ready for situations like that?
Well, I got lucky to get a break during the second period. I went back to the locker room, threw my ball around, get my hands ready, and did a little quick warm-up on the ice to get myself ready for that.
Yeah, so I'll ask you the question I didn't ask them. You got 4 games remaining in the CCHL. You guys are undefeated still in league play. What's the secret to how you guys are going to stay focused and try to finish out the season undefeated heading into the Kennedy Cup playoffs?
Practicing well, and, having that mentality every single game that we have to stay undefeated is a big deal.
Very well said. Well, thank you to you, Joel, and Ava, and Ben. God, this is so much fun, guys. You guys got to come see this one day. That's it for our post-game interview. Keep it here, though, because we got a post-game recap coming up right after this.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koehn. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kit that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Welcome to our post-game recap, folks. My name is Andy Diedrich. Thanks for sticking with us all day for this non-conference matchup between OPRF and Benet. And I hope you watched our post-game interview where we got to talk to all 3 of Benet's goalies who started today. So they were key. This is a 2-0 win for Benet. And if you're only going to score 2 goals, you can only win that game if the other team scores 1 or 0. All three goalies pitched a shutout, though. That was Ben Ciesla in the first period, the CCHL All-Star, Ava Christensen in the second, and Joel Koehn in the third. So that's definitely one of the storylines of this game, and that was a very fun interview. So if you did not get a chance to see that, definitely go watch it when you get a chance. Other than that, though, let's talk about today's action. Starting off the scoring in the first period was Joe Ide. He had a redirect opportunity after his teammate in Evan Petratos zipped him one in from about the blue line. So Joe Ide, such a quick skater, always starts off the scoring, it seems like, for Benet in these sorts of games. So that started off there. Both teams kind of got into a stalemate. Neither team really controlling a lot of the possession. It seemed like Benet had the puck on their sticks a majority of the time in their zone and were intercepting OPRF's passes. But OPRF just kind of held up their end of the bargain when it comes to just how well coached they are and maintaining their defensive integrity and everything. Potentially a little bit of the coming back after winter break woes for both teams, maybe not as sharp as usual. But either way, both teams had the same winter break. Both teams kind of came into this knowing that this was their first game in a long time. And it was just going to be who was more well prepared today. And with that being said, of course, we go into the second goal of the game. After that long stalemate, we get to the captain of Benet, the reigning CCHL MVP, Hudson Schlie, with a beautiful set of moves down here right on this end of the ice. And I remember calling it, I said, he shakes, he bakes, he scores. That's the only way I could describe it. He's just so skilled with the puck in his hands, able to do so many things when the puck's not in his hands. But man, if you get that puck on his stick and he puts on the flurry of moves that he does like that, not a lot of people at this level will be able to stay in front of him. Game was 2-0 from that point. The Huskies fought back, tried to pull their goalie and get back in. It was too much, though. Bennett's offensive attack, as it usually is, was too much to overcome. So, once again, it's quite another Benet win, and it was in front of the home fans, and they can't ask for much more than that. They now climb to 29-9-2 overall in the season. This was not a league game, of course, so they're still undefeated in the CCHL, and their next matchup in the CCHL will be against, I got to double-check my information here real quick. They will be playing Brother Rice next. That's going to be Thursday, January 9th. They'll travel to Brother Rice. As for OPRF, the Oak Park River Forest Huskies, their next game will be against the Spartan Hockey Club tomorrow. They fall to 16-19 overall, and they're still 12-7 in Illinois West League play. So, two teams that are trending in slightly different directions. I think both teams have a a good chance, Benet especially, to win their respective leagues and, compete in the state championship when we talk about the Blackhawk Cup. It's a long season. There's still a lot of season left to go. We, of course, turned the corner. We are past the new year, and there's only probably another month and a half to 2 months of hockey for these teams. But it now is more important than ever to lock in, capitalize on the fundamentals, and just be focused as a group going in. In any sport, hockey's the most important one when it comes to trying to stay together as one cohesive unit. So with all of that being said, Benet comes out victorious 2-0 over OPRF, and that is all from Seven Bridges Ice Arena. So for Marlo and Eric Raichi and the rest of our crew here at Recruitlings, my name is Andy Diedrich saying so long. We'll see you next time.